Okay, so you may have a gate that you want to open from somewhere, anywhere in the world via your mobile phone. Maybe you're expecting a delivery, or maybe you've got an Airbnb or whatever it is. So I have installed a relay micro module in my gate controller, and I can open the gate from my Wiser application by simply going to the application and pressing the button. The gate will open. In this gate you have to have the safety devices, of course, in case, because you're not actually there, you want to have the beam to make sure you're not going to hit anything. And you can close the gate using the same application. And this works ideally with the Wiser cameras. You can see the gate opening and closing from the Wiser camera. So Nick, just up there you can see the camera. Yeah? And you'll see the gate opening and closing. So now we'll go inside and we'll have a look at the gate controller where the relay is installed. Okay, so here we can see the module is just sitting up here, connected to the two wires that open and close the gate. It has 240 volts supplied to it, and just the output relay is connected to the input of the gate controller. A really simple installation. Now you might have other installations that you might want to do this for, such as a roller door. You've just got to locate the contact switch that you need to open the roller door, and you would be able to do it. Okay, so here we are at a roller door, a Merlin roller door, and it has remote control devices, but I, again, want to operate by a micro relay on the Wiser system. So I've knotted out which two wires need to be connected. There's a terminal block in here. I found the two wires, I touch them together, and the roller door goes down. I touch them together, it stops. I touch them together, the roller door goes up. So I can put a relay in there and make it function. And we're going to learn how to do that and how to do the programming for it. Okay, so now that we've seen the roller gate in action and we've seen the possibility of opening and closing the roller door with a micro switch, let's look at what you get and how you do it. So this is a switch, it's called a micro module switch. Comes in this box and it looks like this. It has a looping terminal, which I would just not use. It has an input terminal, which you apply 240 volts AC to, a neutral terminal, an active terminal, and then there are the relay output terminals, which are normally open. Two relay output terminals. For those that don't know what normally open means, that means if the relay is in the de-energized state, the contact will be open. Okay, down here I have one wired up, ready to go, and ready to configure into our system that we already have. We have our light operating from our two switches, and we're going to configure it. I've put 240 volts on the active and neutral terminals, and I've connected an active to a connector. I'm going to remove the BP, which I had there, and if I touch the active terminal carefully into the input, it will click. This is the way to program it to get it initialized in the system. So what we do, we open up the app, we go add, with hub, micro module, Wiser hub, add device module without the install code. Now we're looking for the free flashing lights. To get that, we must put this in the input terminal 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Now the red light will start flashing. Okay? So we go, yes, the red light is flashing, and start configuration. While that's happening, let's get the BP back on that active, because we don't want to bloody give ourselves a shock while we're not looking. Okay, so now we're safe. The device has been configured and it's there now, ready to go. So we press the done button and we can see it on our screen. The relay is ready. So if it's asking me to update it. This is always a good idea. It's a bit of a nuisance, takes a bit of time. So we're going to press the update button, and it's going to say update, and we say start the update. It's a really good idea to update your devices all the time, because that way you'll have the latest version of the software, so any bugs that have been found will be eliminated. Then when you finish the update, you should always click this over here to automatic update. So this way it'll keep the devices with the latest software. So right now we have to pause while the system updates. It will take probably, it could take 3 or 4, maybe even 5 minutes. So we'll just be patient and we'll just wait. Yeah. So we just have to wait. Okay, so now the relay, the micro module has been updated, we can proceed. But first of all, I want to issue a warning if you're an installer that you should be updating every device to the latest software. Now, this takes 5 minutes plus per device. The ZigBee network is really slow, and it takes a long time to transfer the data. So therefore, it's vitally important if you're an installer that you're installing current stock, the latest stock, not stock that's been in the shelf or in the back of the van for a long time. Make sure that you've picked your fruit fresh and you're eating it straight away to get the best results. So yeah, it's same as that. You buy the latest gear, you make sure it's got the current software in it. And really, if you haven't got the current software, you're losing time in the configuration department. So anyway, so now we have the relay configured. It is currently off. There is no light on. I can go to my phone, to the Wiser app, and the micro relay is at the top. I can press it on, and it's on. The red light comes on. I can press it off. The red light goes off. Okay, now let's get our multimeter at this stage and turn it to ohms and get the beeper working. Yep, the beeper's working. So now, if we put between the two contact terminals, it is open circuit. I will turn the relay on. You can hear the multimeter beeping. I'll turn the relay off. You can hear the relay the contacts are open circuit. So this is a good test to prove that your relay is working before you go and install something to the output. Now, this relay can control one light, any 10 amp load up to 10 amps. It can control via that contact. It doesn't interconnect with these iconic switches. So don't think you can put an active on the relay and take the output and connect it to the control terminal. That will not work. Okay, so what we wanted to do, we wanted to make the relay output be giving on for a pulse. So what I've done is I've written a program to do that, to give a 3-second pulse. Now one of the important things to do is you're going to trigger the relay somehow. It can be either via software or via a push button switch. And then you need to turn the relay off so it's ready to accept the next trigger on. So I'll just demonstrate this. When I press this into the input terminal, the active, you'll see here we have 3 seconds of light. We'll do it again. Okay, we'll just wait for this to go off again. Now watch the red light on the relay. The relay is being turned off after 1 second. Notice the red light goes off, and then 2 seconds later, the light goes off. So this enables you to re-trigger. So for the gate, you could go, okay, open the gate. And the gate starts opening. Oh my God, I need to close the gate. You can re-trigger it really quickly. Okay? So this is how you can do that. re-trigger the device. Now this sort of programming is really easy to do, and like I said, we'll include a screenshot of the program. Anybody can do it. So these relays are quite useful. You can use them as a switch to turn a light on. You can then use them as a pulse. You can use them to convert a ordinary sensor to a smart sensor and integrate it with your system. For example, you can have an outdoor sensor that's placed in position to turn, maybe it was in position to turn one lot of lights on. Well, now it can not only turn those lights on, but it can turn anything else on that is around. It can send notifications, if need be, that it's been triggered. It's really the possibilities are endless. What it can do. Okay, so with the micro relay, what we've done now, we've just added a moment. This is something that will be on your screen. At the top of the screen here, your home screen, will be the moment. I've programmed it to give a 5-second output of the relay. So if we click it, you can see the screen, the time is going there, 5 seconds, and the relay goes off. It's really quite good. I can edit the length of the time for the pulse to 1 second, 2 seconds, whatever. And this way you can operate the moment from your phone. This will be the way you would open the gate from a remote location using a moment. You would just click the moment that says, you'd name it gate, and it would open the gate or close the gate. All right, and we'll include this programming of this moment as well for you. Cheers.